In today's tech video, I'm going to be fitting a Tango down T1 cover to a primary arms MD-ADS red dot sight. Now, if you're a regular visitor to my channel, you've probably seen me do something very similar to this to another primary arms red dot sight, the MD-AD. That's the model with the flip-top caps. But today we're trying it out on the MD-ADS red dot sight, and that's the red dot sight with the push button controls on the top. I'm not sure how this installation is going to work. The MD-ADS with these push button controls on the top, you can see the Tango down cover does not have cutouts for it, so I'm not sure how well it's going to work, but we're going to give it a try and see. So what do you need for this installation? Well, obviously you need to pick up a Tango down IO Aimpoint T1 cover. They are available. I've seen them in black and flat dark earth. This one's in flat dark earth. And of course you'll need the primary arms MD-ADS red dot sight. What would also be helpful for this installation is a heat gun or a hair dryer. And we're going to use that basically just to soften this material up. Although this cover, it is fairly flexible, applying a little bit of heat to it makes it a little bit more malleable because we have to do some stretching on this. So I'll be using a heat gun. So let's get started here. First thing we're going to do with our MD-ADS, the MD-ADS comes installed with this low-profile mount on it. We need to remove that. So that's going to be the first thing. I'm going to use one of the included wrenches that come with the red dot and get that removed, and we'll move on with this installation. Okay, with the low-rise mount removed and some heat applied to this to make it a little bit more malleable, I'm going to choose the path of least resistance, and the path of least resistance is to me the least amount of stretching that I need to do on this cover. So the last thing you want to do is stretch it too much and tear it. Given how this extension here sticks out further than this one, I'm going to choose to insert this end first and do my stretching down here, because I'll only have to stretch it, supposedly, a little bit. I'll try and do this on camera. The last time I did this, I did it off camera, and I know some of you said, well, we really wanted to see how much of a hassle it was to get it on. And it wasn't really a hassle to get it on. What's a hassle is trying to do it and keep it in frame and work around the camera at the same time. So, you can see I'm not really using any tools. I'm just kind of working it into place. And it definitely helps to have it warmed up a bit. And no problemo. So we see we got a pretty good fit. And okay, so the fitment went pretty easy. Now, when I did this same installation on the other micro dot made by Primary Arms, the MD-AD, the one with the flip-top caps, the flip-top caps kind of made these included caps redundant. But on this red dot sight, the MD-ADS, this doesn't come with flip-top sights. So, you know, it comes with the bikini cap covers. And I personally don't particularly care for these. So In this situation with this I/O cover, we have the integrated caps here. We've got the front one snaps on just fine, and the rear, look at that, snaps on too. So this is a much more usable modification for the MD-ADS because we actually get a really good benefit here. Not only do we have a protective cover, and of course if you want to change the color you know, to match your flat dark earth hardware, you've got that option, but these covers are actually usable. So, and they are captured. So when you're not using them, you just snap them together and they're out of the way. So wonderful. Now, this fit is actually very good. We've got full access to our adjustments, and we've got full access to our battery right here. That's all this is used for, is the battery. And now, you know, our up and down controls for the illumination are hidden underneath this panel right here. And let me see, I'm looking, the red dot sight is already on. And basically, to turn the red dot on, you can press the up or the down buttons, and to turn it off, you press both of them. So basically the trick is to locate both of the buttons and push on it. This cover is flexible enough that it still allows you to push the buttons. I think the trick is to know exactly where the buttons are, like one of them is here and one of them is here. You could, if you were so inclined, take an X-Acto knife and cut this area out to expose the buttons, or maybe take a Sharpie and put a big circle where the buttons are actually at to give you some sort of a visual aid. I can actually feel the buttons when I'm pressing down on them, and if you can see, I'm decreasing the intensity and increasing the intensity. So button access is fine, button functionality is fine. There's an extra layer of protection over the buttons. They're less likely to accidentally get pressed. So I actually don't see this little cover being much of a deterrent. You know, turning it off or on, or making the adjustments. So this is a real positive upgrade, in my opinion. So that's the installation, the functionality. Let's just make sure. Obviously, we won't have any problems with this. Won't have any problems there. Let's double check the battery compartment, make sure we have nothing strange is going on there. Nope. Now you'll notice on the Tango Down I/O cover there's that little cutout right there. That's because the T1 uses a dial adjustment here, and that's to show what setting it is. So that's obviously not of any use to us with when we use this on the primary arms MD-ADS. This is an excellent upgrade. Don't really see any downside, and I don't believe we're going to have any riser fitment issues. We'll just, yeah, there's plenty of clearance for the factory riser or any other type of riser that you would want to put on here. Yeah. Don't have anything else to say about it. This is an excellent upgrade, and it worked out much better than when I fitted this on the MD-AD with the flip-top caps. So That's going to end this video concerning the Tango Down IO Aimpoint T1 cover and its fitment to the primary arms MD ADS site. Installation simple, functionality excellent, lots of protection, good access to our buttons. Well, I wouldn't say perfect access to our buttons, but really good access to the buttons. Added protection to the buttons. They're still usable. We have the caps to protect the lenses, so you don't have to use the bikini cover anymore. And if you're inclined to want to change the color to match your flat dark earth hardware, then this is a good upgrade.